All right, we're rolling. Hello, everyone. So it's been a long, long time. I didn't post on YouTube. The reason is I got busy with everything. So for those who don't know, let's do a little recap of my story and the reason why I started this YouTube channel. So my name is Charles. I'm a PhD. I got my PhD, I guess, not anymore a student, on the 24th of October. And when I started my PhD, it didn't start in the right condition. First, I learned that my dad had to experience a big financial gap. And second, that my PhD advisor was not in the best health conditions. So, being really someone who is dear to having those profound human connections and also being a great problem solver, maybe this is one of the things I figured out throughout my PhD is I like tackling problems, not necessarily finding the answer, is more like the process of working around finding the answer. And I was like, how can I, be helping my financial situation, that this financial injustice that my family had to go through, while having a great PhD despite the health situation of my PhD advisor. The answer, I would go with the PhD first, was that really not giving up, trusting the initial project that we started together. And it wasn't easy, I must say. I had a lot of roadblocks, a lot of reasons to give up, and I will come back to it in a minute. But what I would say is really, for those who are in the same situation, it really sucks. And this is one of the reasons I started the YouTube channel is we attain the highest degree of education, a PhD, but situation like this where, let's say, the lab is not functioning well, or your amazing PhD advisor, it doesn't have to be really always bad, but felt sick. So is there a support system in your university to help you through that PhD despite this situation? Here in Canada, in Montreal, I haven't felt that support system. So this is the reason I started a podcast in this YouTube channel that hopefully I will go back to, called Basic Science. And it's really decrypting the human portrait of scientists and researchers, because I really want to get back this deep connections with the sphere that I started with. And so, long story short, the work that I didn't give up on, really helped my PhD advisor, because he felt so, grateful for us not giving up, because I had a partner in crime that she finished like 5 6 years ago, and she kept pushing. And this really was the most rewarding message that I got when he said, Charles, your thesis was so amazing. There's a lot of fun hypotheses to try. I was like, awesome, one problem solved. And the second problem actually that I wanted to solve was the financial gap that my family had to go through. And in parallel to my PhD 2 years ago, I started a business called Speak Up Studio. And we're here currently recording. And really, it's my experience in podcasting told me, okay, this is the niche I want to go in. I want to help people, and podcast or video content is such a nice field where you really see the person behind the scene, see them working on their podcast, on their videos for social media, and really being part of this personal brand growth uh, is really fulfilling for me. So, and the reason why I decided that entrepreneurship is the way is unfortunately because of the reality of sciences. in research that we're not the most. It's really fulfilling, but it's not the most paying job, and this is one of the reason I said, okay, let's go through the entrepreneurship route. And something I want to say, if you're listening so far, is why not both? Like what's stopping you from trying both? And this is one of the reason maybe I started this YouTube channel. It's really very niche, I would say. Creating a podcast, not a podcast, sorry. Yes, we'll have more podcasts hopefully, but this I want to develop more this thought process of how do you start in business while being a student, a PhD student, or a master's? And when I graduated or defended my thesis on the 24th, I really felt this reality like, okay, now so what? What's next? And I think a lot of students feel that reality. And if you don't think that, going the industry way or going the continuing in the academic way is your route, well, I'm putting myself in this challenge to try to give you as much value, as much thought process that I learned, maybe a new insight along the way in this 1 month 30-day challenge on that YouTube channel. And something I want to finish off is really coming back to this situation where being in this highest degree of education and not having a support system, not having an answer, hopefully someone will be, noticing this and finding ways. Because one of the things I want to keep doing is keep fighting. Because yes, I defended my thesis, but now the problem is the hardship that I done to make my thesis. I want to see this work published as well. It was so hard to generate those results. I think those results can be really helpful to the scientist field and our knowledge on the field that I was in. So this is one of the reason I want to keep fighting. And if you guys have any suggestion for that, let me know, because this is again one of the situation where okay, on paper the lab is closed because my PhD advisor wasn't in the best conditions, so he had to be absent a long period of time during my PhD. Um, on paper, I defended my thesis, so technically I don't belong anymore to the university corpus, but it's a weird feeling, I would say. Anyways, welcome to this journey. And if you watched so far, thank you so much. I know that one of the real, short YouTube shorts that I posted a while ago really started booming on AI and how to write your thesis. And perhaps the next video that I'll make will be on how AI helped me with my thesis writing and how it could help you. See you soon. And I had to fail at the last moment.